The flower smells pretty. I like it.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we've got something very retro for you. We've got the Diakron Multi-Force 14 Robot Giant Warrior Robot Cars of the Future from Takara. Now this came out in 1983, and really kind of shows that 1983 look by the package. I think I was probably like 9 in 1983, but I don't think I had this until later. I think it was more like 84, 85. Because I remember seeing this in KB Toys and thinking, oh wow, that's cool. Why is there wrong colored Transformers on the back? But yeah, it's cool to, the box is really the only thing that gives us any history on this fella. There's not a lot online about him, surprisingly. It says, welcome to the futuristic world of the Diakron, where Diakron commanders go on secret missions to protect their civilization against enemies. To disguise their movements, the Diakron commanders ride in special vehicles that magically change shape and transform into robot warriors, spaceships, lunar landers, and more. And it does have a little bit of, it's so simple. There's no instruction booklet. It just kind of tells you how to, put them together. It's just basically little ships and cars and things going together. And, see, 83. Takara. And it was probably like $20 at the time, $10-20. I paid a little bit more than that. But I did buy this from a friend of mine at a local toy store, and I'm very glad that I picked this up because it's pretty cool. And I had this as a kid, so it does bring back a lot of memories. This is kind of what we considered the poor man's Voltron when I was a kid. But more on that later. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy opened up. And it comes in very nostalgic little styrofoam tray. Very Voltron looking, very Transformer looking. And we've got all the ships in here. There are 14 of them, plus a little launch pad, little base, and little dudes. There's the Diakron commanders. Oops. And these little guys, they could also fit in vintage Transformers. But you could put them in there and ride along. You could pretend like they were Spike and Sparkplug, I guess. And I don't have enough of these dudes for every vehicle, but they will fit in all these vehicles, like they're little pilots. Of course, I did get this secondhand, so it's not, it's missing a few bits and bobs. I don't even remember if it came with enough little guys to put in every ship. I don't recall, but I know I only have one missile. Let's see, let's go ahead and get the landing thing in. What does that say? Catapult. The catapult. That's what it is. Get the catapult out. That you could put, let's see, a little ship. Put it back. It actually stays in place. And all the ships fit on there fairly decently. And I guess you just hit it. Yep. Pew! And it shoots out. How 80s cool is that? So I think he stands on this. Got little foot pegs. Maybe. I don't remember. But, alright, so I always felt like this vehicle was like the lead vehicle. Because it's got the robot head on it, but I Oh yeah, and all the little dudes have like magnet feet, so that kind of helps them kind of do what they do, since, you know, we had a lot of nice die casting toys back in the day. But these guys are articulated. I'm afraid to move them around too much because they're super old and tiny, and I don't want to break them. They kind of remind me of Micronauts because they're just that weird color with the metal. And I remember playing with this, putting them in there, like, that was fun. So fun. But yeah, they fit in like all of these things. Some of them better than others. I always like this one. Little dude fits in there pretty well. It always kind of reminded me of like the Sky Sled from He-Man. Anyway, that's enough putting dudes in things. Let's get all these things out of here. A lot of these I remember like what they are, like right off the bat. Like theirs is, you know, fists, kind of very Voltron reminiscent. Vehicle Voltron, that is. Kind of the waist ship. And these are thighs. And that's his upper arms, which kind of reminds me again of more Voltron stuff. But all these little ships, they do have their own little charm and allure to them. If not their own distinctive look or personality, they do have their cool little things about them. Like this one, for example, this opens up because due to transformation, but it also, these open up. And I wasn't sure if ever that was just like the cockpit or just like wings that were supposed to come out, but I don't know. But you can see how the little dudes, I can call them little dudes, the Diakron commanders rode in these things, and it was fun. This guy doesn't want to fit. Get in there. Get in there, you. Well, like I said, they fit in some more than others, or better than others, I should say. Let's see. Sometimes they don't quite. And I want to be careful with these guys because they're very old. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Here's the missile launchers, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this together. Wish me luck. Okay, so these little scooter thing ships are the feet. Don't think it matters which one. They are both number 8. And like I said, this little piece comes up, fits in there. And I've messed with this once already, and I will say that it's in a lot better shape than the one I had when I was a kid, so that's pretty cool. Put that together. And yeah, I think I really did, when I was a kid, pretend that this was Voltron, because I never had all the vehicle Voltron. All right, this goes like this. Yep. So it's almost like a new toy. Like somebody didn't play with this very much, I guess. Do you remember this thing in KB Toys? Let me know. I like how they weighed it out between the die-cast pieces and just the plastic pieces. So there's half of them built. There's 7 ships right there. So the next part of him, we're going to take it, and, you know, spoiler alert, this is the head. So let's go ahead and see what he looks like. See? Kind of Voltron looking, I think. In the head, it does move a little bit. I don't know if that's because mine's just loose or but it only moves about that much. Not much articulation on this guy, but that's kind of par for the course back in the day. And these little ships here, they fit in here. And I think this was a bit tight to mess with, so I'm trying to be careful. But they fit right in there pretty good. And those missile launchers, let's take a look at these real quick. Because I do have the one missile. And it goes in there, not very well. Pew, 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 you get it. All right. And they go on here, on the chest. Where is he going? There it is. It's hard to look at things through the camera sometimes. All right, here we go. And looking at it now, I realized I had one of these upside down the last time I had it put together, which is funny. But that fits right in there. And that's probably the 1/5 that, I guess it's okay. Didn't have that super nice little, going in there, but it goes together pretty good. Pretty old 80s robot. And see, this is where the articulation is quite limited. These arms, they don't really move. They just don't. I mean, I guess you could take them off and then put them back on, but they don't move at the joint. And then, like, the one place it does move is kind of the elbow, just like a little bit, but not a whole lot. But there he is. Looking good, right? Alright, there he is. Diakron. Cool. Dude, I thought this thing was so cool when I was a kid, I tell you what. And it's very reminiscent of Voltron with the way the legs fit in there. And I'll show you why here in a minute. But what do you guys think? Did you have this? Did you see this when you were a kid? Did you make the little robot, the little tiny guys right in there? Were they robots? Were they people? I don't remember. I don't know. I think some of them you could put in here as a robot. Some not. It's okay. I don't know if they were supposed to be in there as a robot or not, but most of them don't fit, or they would fall out, so I'll just leave them out. Oh yeah, we forgot the little stand thing here. Does he just stand on it? I don't know. I think it shows him standing on it. You can stand like that. It's not real good. It's not real great. I don't know. Maybe just like this. Maybe that's what it was. Pull out the box. Nope, shows him all the way up to here. So, okay, I guess that's right. Good enough, right? Cool. So there he is. That's pretty rad. I haven't messed with this in so long. It's nice to pull this out and share with you guys. Hopefully you'll think it's cool. I know it's like super random. Some vintage old robot from KB Toys. I'm sure it was sold other places. That's just where I remember seeing him. Can't remember if that's where I got mine from or not. But here he is next to Super 7 Voltron. And, it's funny. When you're a kid, everything is so much bigger. Like, I thought this dude was huge, right? Like, he's bigger than an Autobot car. He's still not Voltron size. Because, all the Voltrons we had back then were at least 12 inches tall. They were pretty huge for a robot. Well, speaking of Autobots, whoops. I guess he is taller than vintage Optimus Prime, and this is the reissue one with my broken smokestack, which I'm still mad about. But he's a little bigger than Prime. So he would have probably fit in, you know, with your Transformers. I think when I used to play with my Transformers, I think he was always kind of, you know, delegated to be the background character, since he didn't really have a spot of his own or place of his own. But yeah, definitely a cool figure. And here is my actual vehicle Voltron that I finally got. Didn't have when I was a kid. I had some of him, but as you can see, he is gigantic compared to little wee Diakron. So, yep. Poor man's Voltron was a good description, actually. But you can kind of see the similarities, especially in some of the vehicles, some of the design. Maybe not so much in the face, but here's what I was saying, like his legs are kind of similar, how those pieces just kind of fold back to go together. But alright, enough about this guy. So here he is, the Diakron robot with 14 ships, ready to save the galaxy, or whatever he used to do. Pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. Glad I got this guy. Again, did you have this guy? What do you think about him? You remember seeing him in the stores when you were a kid? So, thanks for checking this out. Thanks for watching the video. On behalf of me and good buddy Brad, we are going to throw one back. And we do have new videos every day. Please check them out. Give us a like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see ya.